In this video, we go from hauling timber to hauling bricks. Hey everybody, it's Adrian from Zanza's Toys. So recently I was at the Dollar General, which is always a really nice treat, and one of the things I picked up was this sort of a Hot Wheel scale semi-truck. I bought it because I just wanted this part, the timbers, because I thought if I took those off, they'd be just about the right size and scale for 1/18 scale figures to kind of sit on, like around a campfire or something. And that worked out great. So this was for me, and I figured I could give my son this. But after I took the timber off, I thought that this looked kind of sad. I felt like I needed to do a little bit to it to make it a proper toy for my son. So I designed this, which is a Lego compatible bed that fits onto the truck so that it can haul bricks. That makes it a much better toy. So let's talk about how I made this. But before that, please do like and subscribe to get more indie toy design and development videos. Okay, so I recently made some Lego compatible pegs for a different project, a Lego Tornado, which video to come on that real soon. And I had that sitting around. So for this though, what I did is I designed this in two parts using FreeCAD and OpenSCAD. So I started off by making just the base section. I took some measurements of the bed of the toy truck and made a rectangular shape like that. I hollowed out a little bit of the bottom so it could fit over some features in the toy. And that gave me a nice flat panel. From there, I wanted to use OpenSCAD for the pegs themselves. So I went back to my FreeCAD file that I had 2x1 and 2x2 pegs. I made a single peg that was centered at the origin so that I could move that around easily in OpenSCAD. I also made sure that the peg extended a little bit below the 0 point so that I get some nice intersection for booleans. From there, I went into OpenSCAD. And in OpenSCAD, I put together a function to fill a given rectangular area with pegs with the appropriate sizing. So if anybody else wants to make stuff like this, what I have found that seems to work decently well is the pegs need to be 5 millimeters and the distance between the centers should be 7.8 millimeters. That seems to work pretty well. So yeah, so once I had an array of pegs, I just unioned them together with the piece I designed in FreeCAD, and that gave me my part, and it was time to assemble. So actually putting this together is really simple. Turns out that this toy was nicely designed with screws to hold the timber on. So all I have to do is just unscrew that. And that comes off real nicely. And I'm just going to glue this into here. But what I want to do is I want to make sure I kind of rough up this surface a little bit just to give the CA glue a little bit more tooth. So a little bit of sandpaper. Also use a utility knife to just kind of scratch it a bit. Okay, so I've both sanded it a little bit, and I've scratched sort of an X pattern all around the edge here. And I'm just gonna glue this in. I made sure to add some ribs on the bottom here just to give a little more surface area. Okay, so I've got a nice bead of super glue all around, and I'll just flip it over, hold it, and I'm gonna wrap some masking tape around it to make sure it's all the way flat, because it'd be very easy to end up with this bowing a little bit in the middle and not being totally flat. So masking tape to the rescue. Okay, there we go, and I'll just set that aside for a bit. Yeah, so there we have it. One building brick compatible toy semi-truck. This was a pretty simple project, but it was still really fun, and it's the kind of thing I really love doing, to just inject a little more life into my son's toys and make them a little more interoperable. I should say that it is pretty hard. Like, building bricks are actually deceptively high precision, so it is a little hard to get stuff on here. I find that if I have a 2x2, that fits fine, but if I try to get this brick all the way on, it's a little harder. You can get around it by having 2x2 at most for any one piece touching the bed here, and then just clipping more bricks onto the bricks that are already there. That works just fine. So yeah, really fun project. I'll have if anybody wants the file for this bed, I'll have a link down below for free. And thanks so much for watching. And be sure to subscribe for more indie toy design and development.